no such thing as political murder, political bombing, or political violence. There is only criminal murder, criminal bombing, and criminal violence. We will not compromise on this.
Are you all right, Bobby?
I'm grand, Mark.
Are they feeding you all right?
I'm starting a hunger strike on the 1st of March.
You're going head-to-head with a British government who are unshakable.
Putting my life on the line is not just the only thing I can do. It's the right thing.
Being a film critic, I love showing my esoteric side, so my favorite film is probably a film no one here has seen. It was out for very little time, but it should have been for much longer. It should have went into wide release, because it is a very good film. Hunger. A film about an Irish Republican named Bobby Sands, who's going on a hunger strike against the tough Margaret Thatcher government. Bobby Sands is played by Michael Fassbender, who is unbelievable in this film, as there is no hope for his role. He's done. You understand. He's in captivity. There is absolutely. It's a very, very existential feeling in this film. You know he's going to die, and there's nothing we watching. We're just helpless, and there's nothing we can do about it. And there's definitely this kind of theme of like human frailty, as there's this one really convincing scene when Bobby Sands gets thrown into a cell, and there's human feces painted around the cell, and you just know, like, this is not a place where people are meant to survive. And the thing that's interesting, though, people don't really inflict the pain on him. It's more he's inflicting it on himself. And by the end, his body is just slowly deteriorating. And Steve McQueen, he opens the sequence with kind of a Hitchcockian sort of spin-off, that you're given this character that you think is going to be the main character, but it's not. And what happens to that character is really, really shocking and very, very good. It's a very experimental film. There's a lot of risks, but it works every single time.
You know what's really funny is, like, Steve McQueen back in the day, like, you know, we see him in these great action flicks like Great Escape, the action classic Bullet, and now he's like transferring over to directing, and he has like some crazy, you know, shots in the movie. It's like
he has this thing about these really long shots, and it's going to make you adjust in your seat, being kind of uncomfortable, but in a good way, because there's a scene when there's just a prison guard mopping up all the filth on the floor, moving closer and closer towards the camera, and you're just sitting there. It's like a 5-minute long shot, and it's
like you're a bug, right? You know,
it's messing around with you, and it works so well, because this film's supposed to mess around with you. It's supposed to be this really quiet, existential feeling film, and he is so good at doing that.
My pick for 2009 is, well, it's on a lot of people's list, but you know what? I'm still going to do it anyways, okay? Animation has come so far in the past few years, starting with Pixar in 1995 with Toy Story, that really kind of set the landmark for many, many animated films to come. There was animation before that, but they certainly changed the bar, and they've set the bar higher yet again with their movie called Up. Up is Pixar's most emotional achievement. Not necessarily their best. Their best is Finding Nemo way back in 2004, but this is Pixar's most emotionally involving and emotionally authentic film of the year. This movie really does a wonderful job. It's adventurous, it's heartbreaking, it's emotional, it's very funny in some parts. The animation is stunning. I still don't know how they beat the animation of WALL-E, but they managed to do it with every little detail, with the scruff on the old man's face, with the birds, with the jungles, with the leaves. You'd think Pixar is the only one who can make just the story like this so emotionally involving.
Come on, Russell, would you hurry it up?
I'm tired, and my knee hurts.
Which knee?
My elbow hurts, and I have to go to the bathroom.
I asked you about that 5 minutes ago.
Well, I didn't have to go then. I don't want to walk anymore.
And I must say that the opening of this movie, for the first 10 or 15 minutes, is some of the most best filmmaking I've seen maybe this decade of silent montage.
Yes. Wow.
It's unbelievable. An animation of anything. In animation, it is simply music playing over, silent scenes, and it is absolutely astonishing to watch. The first 50 minutes alone is a reason to see this movie, but everything else in the movie is the reason why I call this the best film of 2009.
Yes, it's a good pick. It was in my top 10 too. That opening, oh my lord, oh god, I
was so deeply moved.
Scorsese could learn from this.
It's
unbelievable. Ed Docter, he directed Monsters Inc., which was a great creativity film. Not necessarily the best, but it was very. It went more of the funny way in Monsters Inc. and then the very creative aspect of the monsters are actually scared of humans and the doors, and that was all wonderful. This blows that out of the water with its. They managed to make this for kids and have it connect so much more with adults than I think with kids. It has the laughs and all the really funny gags and the slapstick for the kids that you know is there, and it kind of makes us laugh too. But then it emotionally connects with us on a level that we unbelievable.
The emotion is there for sure. What I really like what also they did is Pixar has never really identified us with a human character. I mean, we had The Incredibles, but they were kind of superheroes. So in that movie, I was really iffy on that. It was a good, decent action film, but it didn't offer much more.
No, I love that. I love that movie.
But this film, it gives you this human character who could be what Pete Docter does really well. This character could be completely unlikable because he's an old grouch guy who hits people in the head with a cane. That in itself, you think, oh, I don't like this guy.
And that's very stereotypical as well.
Yes, it's very stereotypical. But
when it happens,
it's a very I don't know how to describe it, but they're like, this guy needs help. And then all of a sudden, this journey he takes with the balloons, it's impossible, but it's irresistible.
By all means, go and find this movie.
I agree.
For the 5 of you out there who haven't seen it,
really.
Go and find it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm present for the strawberry myself, man. Yeah. Coming up on next week's show, we are reviewing Edge of Darkness, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Road, and Bad Lieutenant, Port Call of New Orleans.
And we're also talking about our DVD picks once again, and our most anticipated films of 2010.
But for now,
you watch movies.
We give you the final take. See you later.
More movies. Just recap them.
The Fantastic Mr. Fox. No, wait. It's going to be Edge of Darkness, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The Road, and Bad Lieutenant.
Yep. Okay. Ready?
So is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I said DVD picks most anticipated films.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, pause.
Yeah. I'm personally prefer the strawberry myself. Yeah. Coming up next week on
redo that.
No, personally I prefer the
Wait, just pause. Let me take a drink first. Alright, let's keep going.
Where'd you get that? Let the right one in. Now this is, I believe, it's Swedish, isn't it?
Yes. Okay, take a pause.
Okay. This is a Swedish film, a Swedish horror film from, obviously, the country of Sweden. I need to do this again.
No worries.
Okay.
Adam Sandler's playing a very, very obsessive role here, and he's really used to his kind of comedic, hyperkinetic time. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, I'm gonna go back.
It's infectious.
It is Steve McQueen's as a debut. It is Steve McQueen. Oh my god. Shit.
Just let me say personally for the stronger myself, and then you're in it.
Such an awkward thing. Okay. Alright.
Fuck you. I can't do this.